Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake an ass in the club, bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me. Baby girl. Let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake an ass in the club with your homegirls. Make a bit for the crunch of the whole world. Yeah. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma ask you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me. Hey, how many hoes in this club? Is it just me and you, my love? I don't mean to call you no hoe. I just heard about the things that you do, my love. And you're just like me if it's true, my love. Hey, you can see right through my love. Hey, I see your waist shrunk, my love. Hey, you got some bass in the trunk, my love. Damn, how many hoes in this club? Is it really just me, my love? You know my dad and them pimpin' for real. You ever been down to Memphis, Tennessee, my love? I ain't saying I agree, my love. I'm just telling you the things that I see, my love. I got drinks, dope, sex, and cash. Those are 4 things I can guarantee, my love. Hey, baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake an ass in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the crime, show the whole world. Yeah. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma ask you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me. Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake an ass in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the crowd, show the whole world. Yeah. Is that your bestie? I'ma ice both of y'all like Gretzky. I'ma ask you like bless me. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me.
It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-tag, yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What are we? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega, bitch, welcome home. This is not a song, this a revelation, how to get a nigga gone. action, that's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad, yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad, yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga, what? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Seen them all. Take a risk or take a trip, you know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised, I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on the bitch, and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on them niggas, and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like he entitled, cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yeah, then it's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
Are we really sure that a love that lasted for so long still endure? Do I really care? Hey, hey, let's talk about the distractions going on elsewhere.
Hey, we ain't gonna wait all day on these people to fall in. Fuck them. They ain't here, they ain't here. We in here though. Shout out to my people, man. Shout out to my people. Shout out to Mr. in the chat, homie. I see you. Had to mod you up, bro. You be supporting all the time, gang, and I appreciate it. You dig? Oh, hold on. Let me make sure this is right. My bad, man. This is kind of on the fly. You know what I'm saying? I don't really do lives like that, but I want to get into lives more, so here we are. You know what I'm saying? The best time to start anything is right now, so we gonna get into it. But we just on some Sunday fun day, bro. We ain't doing nothing too crucial or major. Just kicking it. Hope everybody having a good Sunday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. You dig? Oh yeah, let me cut that. Let me flip that. What is wrong with my... What the fuck? Hold on. There we go. All right. Cool. Let's bring the camera on. Let's see. Yeah. On some Sunday fun day. What's good with y'all, man? Yo. What's good, gang? You know the name. It's Transition representing Gaptooth Gainz, and I'm back at y'all with another video. Go ahead and hit that like button for me as you come down. Drop a comment down in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this video. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, because we're going up. We're on our way to 10,000, so if you want to help us get there, just tap that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell. But yeah, man, like I said, we just chopping it up. And shout out to Mr. Man. Yeah, I know the verticals go live. I mean, go crazy, bro. It's just I'm not well versed in how to do all that yet. I was checking some videos out on it, and when I do get it, I'ma get it. You dig? But right now, I ain't even tripping on all that. Plus, I got a homegirl who I was on her live yesterday, and she was doing the she was doing the horizontal and the vertical, and for some reason hers and another homie of mine, whenever I went on a vertical, it was like choppy. The horizontal was good, but the vertical was choppy. So I don't know if that's, but they be using StreamYard, you know what I'm saying? I'm on Streamlabs, so I think it's a different process. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into it, man. I had seen some stuff earlier and I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all be in the no jumper like that, but my boy Point and Shoot dropped a video, and apparently this fool Lush is smoking crack. Cuz I seen that and I was like, yo, it don't get that bad, Lush. Like, come on, gang. Now, if y'all can remember, Lush came to No Jumper, basically a chubby-faced, happy-go-lucky dude that was on his sobriety. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, man, we wanted to see Lush succeed, bro. Like, anytime I see somebody who especially been through some hardship, some drugs and stuff, man, it's like, yeah, bro, stay on your sobriety and do your do. But it seems like he really fell back into the void of drug use and abuse just to keep a job at No Jumper, bro. And now it's like, gang, you smoking crack? Like, this is what we doing? Mind you, he just had like a newborn not too long ago. Like, Lush got infantile babies and stuff right now, bro. You don't need to. What is you smoking crack for, gang? You know what I'm saying? So that'll probably be the first video we get into, just on some chop it up, because stuff is crazy. Yeah, man, Lush is tripping, bro. I swear, bro, Lush is tripping. Yeah, man, that shit, man. But yeah, that's probably gonna be the first thing we get into. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's flip that like that. And in real time, I'm gonna show y'all how we drop into a reaction zone. Boom. You dig? Hold on, let me find my headphones real quick. Oh, I thought those were my head. Oh, that's fine. Oh. And we gotta see what is up with this, because this is crazy, bro. Yo. But I appreciate everybody in the chat. You could be anywhere on the planet, but you decided to be here today. And I don't take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? I highly appreciate it. So we're going to get into this content. Hold on. Let me make sure that we sounding all right. Because I was tweaking with this earlier.
Okay, so for this video, I wanted to go over this recent situation involving the cocaine bot, Lush1, because he has admitted to doing something pretty insane, and you're gonna love this. This is something that most shameless people in the world would never admit to.
Y'all let me know how it sounds in the chat if y'all can hear the video okay.
Especially on camera. So you've got to see this. We're gonna go to the first clip. This is Lush1 appearing on the Apollo.
I'm a joint, bro. Like, if I go somewhere that people already know who the fuck I am and where the
So Lush1 pulls up to the Apollo, and he is higher than pterodactyl tits.
What?
And he just starts talking, and then they immediately, for some reason, they just start going into his past drug
Bet, Mr. We might get into that one next, bro. I'm gonna check that one out.
use.
I was sober. I've been sober for 3.5 years, and like
You sober right now for 3.5 years?
No,
he got
right
fired.
No, yeah.
Oh.
He had got fired and went and started hitting the crack again.
Yeah, exactly. I literally got fired and went straight to Skid Row.
So they're talking about when Lush1 got fired from No Jumper and fell off the wagon and started doing an array of drugs. This was like 2 years ago. And so MacWop says he went right back to smoking that crack. And he's not. So the thing is that MacWop doesn't mean this literally. He doesn't know what the fuck Lush was doing. This is just a general term that MacWop is using for like Lush's hard drugs. He didn't mean literally smoking crack out of a stem on the side of the road like Lush. And so this is what Lush was actually doing. And Lush is like, yeah, fool, I was smoking woolies and shit outside with my partners, you feel me?
What?
And they're like, wait, what? Keem doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's like, damn, that's crazy. Keem didn't have no idea about the bot. So
I'm Keem right now, because, yo, like, really, you can tell by Lush's mannerisms and his behavior that he owns something. But I thought it was, some pills or some, he be on the buzz balls or whatever. Some people can't handle alcohol worth a damn. But, bro, crack? Like, I feel like we've been known that crack was bad since the 90s. Like, if you out here doing crack now, you just down, like, you don't want to live no more. And you're scared to, end it all in a quick flash. Like, you want to slowly do it. That's crazy.
Oh, this next clip is going to be, so MacWop gets up to answer the door, and Keem and Lush start having a side convo. And this is where Lush1 reveals that he is under the influence of Adderall.
What?
Man, I'm about to give me a burger. You hungry, man?
Nah, straight.
You good? I'm about to get some food.
I'm on Adderall.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, you don't use Adderall?
I never have in my life.
Huh.
But what? Yeah, but what is it I hear?
So Keem asks the bot if he's hungry, if he wants a burger or something, and Lush says, "Nah, I'm straight, fool." But then he blurts out for no reason at all, unprovoked. He just wants it to be known, "I'm on Adderall right now, fool." What? And it's just like, no one asked you that. He wants people to know. He's as high as possible at this point, and he wants to admit things. He wants to confess everything. And that's a common side effect, probably. So this next clip is just going to be Lush vibing out high as fuck on Adderall, and he's just really having a good time.
Think faster?
Yeah.
Nigga had to take Adderall to come fuck with us.
Think
Oh, every
So
day.
you can keep up.
Every day of my life.
What's up, G? How you feeling?
Ain't no keeping up. I'm lapping y'all. What's up?
I'm laughing, y'all.
I'm lapping y'all.
That nigga up here, that nigga off the Addy trying to keep up with niggas.
I'll lap y'all in my sleep.
Nah, you
Not
good.
just
You a
playing.
nigga, Lush. You a nigga out
So
here.
nobody asked him shit. He just said, "I'm on Adderall right now, fool. I just took Adderall. I am currently high as fuck on Adderall, you feel me?" And so MacWop's like, "What else is this?"
Now I heard if you got a lot to do, like you got, a test paper that you need done tomorrow, or a dissertation or something, or you need like to clean a lot or something. I heard you take one of them Addies and that'll get the job done. Like that'll have you hyper focused. But I've also heard that it's basically a couple of chemical compounds away from the amphetamine. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like most prescribed medications are just. I mean, it says it in the name. You get them from the drugstore, bro. Those are drugs, bro. And when you take them, yeah, that'll have you cruising. Like, Lush is out here tripping, gang. Shout out to MacWop. I need to find that video of me going live on that thing, roasting the hell out of MacWop. It was funny. I was in an Ace pit on Ace Boy Puns thing, and I got to roast MacWop live. It was funny as hell. I need to find that video.
This guy, maybe if we ask him, I wonder what he'll say if we ask him something. So that's exactly what happens next. MacWop is going to say, "When's the last time you smoked crack?" Wait till you hear what Lush says.
When the last time you smoked crack?
Sooner than I'd like to admit.
Oh. Was it like, what kind of high? Nah, we don't got to talk
You never
about
smoked crack before?
Hell
You didn't
nah.
coke before?
When was the last time you smoked crack? Sooner than I'd like to admit. What? So MacWop thought that he was going to get like fool, like, I'm going to say probably like high school type shit, you feel me? Because I want you to remember that MacWop he was joking when he said that Lush went back to smoking crack. But when Lush said sooner than I'd like to admit, that's what actually kicked off the curiosity in McWop. Okay, so now MacWop's curious. He's like, I wonder when Lush actually did smoke actual physical crack. MacWop thought he was joking, but the joke became a reality. And so Keem and MacWop are slowly starting to realize that no, Lush is actually talking about actual crack.
Was it organic at least?
Fourth and Corcoran, you can get it right now.
You ratting. That's ratting.
Okay.
Crack or cocaine? Crack
I'm talking about crack.
I'm talking about caviar.
That's crack.
Damn.
You said smoke crack.
Yeah.
All the conversation.
Caviar is crazy though. I ain't know that.
My thing is, Lush, you just got all new teeth. You went through the trouble to get all new teeth. Why would you go and smoke them out again? You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how them porcelain joints work, but the veneers, I feel like those could probably rot out too. Crack can wither away some stuff, man. Like, what are you doing, Lush? Is it really that bad? Are we like... Because I feel like all drug abuse stems from, people trying to either run from their reality or hide some stuff they've been going through. Or some people are just genuinely junkies. Some people like the thrill of getting lit. But that's bad, man. Like, I hate that for you, Lush. I really do, bro. I hate that. That stuff is crazy, gang. That's Jesus Christ. And I feel like No Jumper is the catalyst. Like, I feel like going back there only made things worse in your life. I mean, yeah, your bag is probably up, but at what cost? You know what I'm saying? You got a infantile baby you need to be out here taking care of. And I don't care what you say. Ain't nobody being productive while they on crack, gang. Like, well, no, let me take that back, because I do know some pretty productive crackheads. I know some crackheads that'll tear down your whole engine and rebuild that mofo for like $40. All right, now you might be missing a few pieces out there, mother. They might take that thing to the junkyard and get their money's worth, but they can do it. You know what I'm saying? I know some crackheads that install your refrigerator. Like, say you get a refrigerator from the appliance store, they'll carry it on their back on a Huffy bike to your house by themselves and put it in, install it. You dig? They'll do it. And all they want is the change out your cup holder. Like, legit. But, yeah, Lush, this is bad, dog. What are you doing? Come on, bro. We got to do better.
It's called a caviar. I heard you.
Nothing but the caviar. You never
Yeah,
nothing but
man,
the
you know
caviar
what
by
I'm
So
dog.
Lush One is so fucking pinged right now off this Adderall that he just wants to just express himself, okay? He wants to tell people all about the caviar and where he goes to get it, and he's just really proud of this. And this is a really crazy sort of crossover because you guys got to remember, the Apollo, these guys are Kendrick Lamar's good friends.
What?
That's not a joke. These are Kendrick Lamar. And Lush One sitting, this is like a crazy crossover to me. Lush One, the cocaine bot, is sitting with Kendrick Lamar's old friends, telling him about crack, giving him game on the crack, just rapping to him. And then she started feeling herself like someone else in this apartment. Beg your pardon, no, I rap, baby. How old are you? She said 22. I said 43. Okay, then we are crack babies. Damn, why you say that?
Nah, that's crazy though, bro.
Hey, this is
So
the
it's
point
like
shoot
some 80s type
stupid,
shit.
So
dog.
this is where Lush starts getting specific on when the last time he held that pipe to his lips. Listen to
Like that.
this.
It was like some 80s type shit.
Oh yeah, no. So what's the high of crack? The most recent I smoked crack, shit, like probably like a few weeks ago. Like,
Oh man.
um,
Oh no.
but it was like a once in a blue. It was like when in Rome
Hold
type
on,
of thing.
man.
You
I
feel me?
love us, man.
I didn't even know. I swear to
It was a once in a blue moon type of thing. No, Lush. No, Lush. Beating your meat is a once in a blue moon type of thing. It's been a little minute. Old girl ain't came through in a while. I got to get this one off. All right, yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying? Eating an excessive amount of sweets is a once in a blue moon type of thing. I don't know, man. I was drunk. I had a real bad sweet tooth and I just pigged out. There is no point in my life where I was just like, you know what, man? I just want to smoke some crack. Just, like, nah, dog, that ain't no once in a blue moon type thing. Lush, come on, fam. And the crazy part is, crack is probably safer than any of the pills he's doing right now because, the fentanyl. Like, bro, it's... Jesus, man. Y'all pray for Lush, bro. This is horrible.
God, Lush, I didn't even know that shit was still out, nigga. Like,
You're a good man. If you out
I
here admitting
fuck
shit
with
like
Lush,
that,
bro.
man,
I
you's a good-
swear to
I don't lie
God.
about
you's a
anything.
good man. You's a
I don't
good-
lie about anything I'm saying.
man.
A
At least
few
he's
weeks
honest.
ago.
What?
So what we can all really learn from this is that Lush likes to get high and admit things. So a few weeks ago, Lush was literally operating a glass pipe. That's fucking crazy. So Lush is
Yo.
feeling important right now. Lush thinks that he is giving him the best pod they've ever had. He feels like he's MVP. So he starts feeling himself a little bit, and wait till you see what he does with his body next. Look at this.
Oh, they got that cat. That's some old day. I'm really from LA. But before, let me just get across
Look
this,
at my nigga
man.
getting comfortable.
Cocky standing with a nigga back.
Across this right here. When they was talking about, whoever said when they was all like, oh yeah, Lush in a rap battle said he's from Oakland. Want to know why I said that?
Oh, you seen that?
Because I
Look at the way that he positions himself in this chair. He's got his leg dangling over the armrest of this chair like he's Hyman Roth.
What?
He's got these ugly ass shit stained Jordan 1s that he waltzes through MacArthur Park looking for crack all the time. Look at these look at these laces. This is virtually insane. This is what my shoelaces looked like at the end of the school year when I was 11 years old because I used to go to recess.
What?
This shouldn't be on this is a 43-year-old man. And he's got his leg draped up over the armrest so everyone can see these shoes. He thinks he's got that shit. He thinks he put that shit on today. He thinks that these motherfuckers are going crazy, but look at this outfit. He should have some Timbs on. With this outfit, he's dressed like LL Cool J.
What?
So I thought this was pretty crazy and borderline inappropriate for a podcast for him to be, you know what I mean? So I wanted to throw that in there. And so this next clip is going to be Lush One trying to like describe what it's like to be on rocks. And none of the people in the room, and more people showed up, by the way, and none of the people in the room know what it's like to be on what Lush is on. And so this is Lush trying to describe it. And Lush starts getting frustrated with these guys. He's like, y'all some squares, fool. Y'all never fucking dropped a 7-gram rock in the fucking, you know what I mean? Type shit like that.
Tiny, I swear to God.
But these guys all swear they don't even do no type of drugs or nothing. I'm like,
Oh yeah, nah.
Hey, look.
Just weed.
If I gotta do hard drugs like that to be considered not square, then I'm a rectangular prism, gang. Like, I am as square as you gonna get, all right? Bruh. He just tried to really sun them because they don't do crack. Oh, y'all niggas are square, fool. Y'all don't do no hard drugs, nigga. No, nigga, we like our brain cells, fool. We like our teeth. You know what I'm saying? Might have a gap in them, but nigga, these teeth are straight. You dig? These teeth is clean. Like, but no.
they're not even fun.
I'm saying the cocaine bot. That was a good. That was a good little.
He be smoke. He just smoke crack and shit.
I said I have smoked crack
That's what I said.
before.
You used to.
I was never habitual.
So what is like
but
crack though?
I've
What is crack
tasted
like?
caviar.
What is crack like, Lush?
Have you done coke before?
Nope.
No.
This is like this is where it becomes difficult. Okay, bro, have you like eaten a bunch of candy and felt like
So this next clip is where Lush starts getting the sensation that maybe some people are trying to clown on him a little bit, and Lush isn't going for that. So in this next clip, Lush is going to start popping it. And he's going to really just start sunning these guys and just being like, y'all don't even know what it's like to fucking smoke crack, fool. Shit, y'all acting like this ain't some shit that real motherfuckers really be doing out here. You feel me? Y'all need to do better. And he just starts just sort of sunning them and sort of just being like, I'm the guy. I'm the star. You guys are fucking nobodies compared to me. Because he's frustrated now. Lush and this rice wine drink he's starting to feel that too. So he's got an alcohol Adderall combo going on, and he's just gonna start letting it hang, letting his nuts hang a little bit,
bro? And
I'm
however
saying like
people,
they believe you when you say you Mexican when you go in there.
oh, I think it's pretty,
ready to do some
bro. Tiny, you
Shout out to the original mob father, man. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you tapping in, bro.
don't know, like I'm a joint, bro. Like, but if I go somewhere that people already know who the fuck I am and where
Yeah,
the fuck.
Tiny gotta relax. He don't know who you is, Lush.
Yeah,
Excuse him, bro.
I'm getting updated. I knew.
No,
you were
I'm
from the
a-
shit, but I
Excuse
get what
me,
you're saying.
man.
Somebody already gonna point you out.
They know what time it is. Like, I don't have a choice in the matter. It's not like, you feel me, like a.
When the mayor pull up, it's like,
Oh, Lord. Lush got the little boosie, y'all. You know when your mouth is extremely dry and you start building up the white on the side of you. That's indicative of people who do, hard drugs. Drugs dehydrate the body. You know what I'm saying? Because the body processes it as poison. So all the water that was circulating, keeping your system doing regular stuff, is going towards flushing those drugs out of your system now. And oh man, I froze the screen on the wrong face. Look at this. My boy looks very ooga booga right now. He looks ooga booga. Dang, Lush. And I bet he funky, man. You know when people go on drug benders like that, they'll go like days, even if they don't go days without showering. It's like you can smell it through their pores, bro. It's, you know what I'm saying? The toxic, man. Yeah, the crust around his lips, man. He got that little Z's $5 joint. Like, man.
niggas know what time it is.
Exactly.
Like facts.
I am the mayor of MacArthur Park, but just like they gonna look. If you hang out in a barbershop long enough, you finna get a haircut, player.
That's a fact.
That's it.
Don't let that go over your head. Lush talking a different talk now.
You feel me? So
That was a bar, but not in the way he thought it was.
that's really what
So
it is.
this guy, Tiny, Big Tine, just got fucking owned by the cocaine bodies. Like, y'all gonna have to, you hang out in a barbershop long enough, you finna get a haircut, you feel me? And Tiny was stifled. He didn't know what to say. He just got shitted on. Tiny, you just got fucking worked by the cocaine bot. How does that make you feel? You just got absolutely dominated by the bot. Do you understand? So that was really funny. Lush is starting to get the fucking formation of the foam in the corners of his mouth. He's foaming like a rabid fucking animal, like he
Bro.
got bit by a coyote out here. And
Every
his
time I
foam-
see
he's got
that, I gotta.
the foam in his the cracks of his mouth. Tiny thought that he had a toothpick.
I was like, damn, we starving. You definitely ain't trying to be invited to the Friendsgiving this year, brother.
So how you feel about Adam telling we starving? They gonna do something. That's how them N words gonna act or something like that. What? He said N word.
I don't want to say nothing like that.
What the fuck?
Adam said that.
All right.
Adam said that in the unless those are fake DMs.
I mean, probably.
He said that in the
We
DMs.
He said that in the DMs.
Look,
unless you want me to find them.
Look, hey, guess what? Like, we be saying fake paperwork, fake DMs. You feel me? Like, if there's like a white boy that would say the N word, not in a racist way, you feel me? But say the N word, it's not gonna be him.
You sure you ain't? Is that a toothpick?
No,
Oh,
that's
you
that's
just-
that.
Come on, cuz.
Ugh.
I thought he had
Oh man.
So I be having the famous section. I talk, you feel me? Like, I don't.
Yeah. No, I got you.
So Lush is on everything. He's doing this. He's smoking that. He's drinking this. He's huffing that. I mean, the guy is on like a Charlie Sheen level run. And so it's really bad. And the guys are like, yeah, Lush is starting to this is starting to get kind of gross. So we're going to cut, and they cut the podcast off mid-sentence almost. Look at this.
Yeah,
It seemed like
bro.
you just wanted to fit in.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. Lush don't like the white.
Hold on.
No, it's cool, Lush. You don't like the white.
Y'all want to end like that? Yeah, end like that. I'm with that.
Yeah, no, Lush don't like the white. Man.
And that was the end of the show. So that was
Yeah.
a really good video. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the Patreon. There was just an hour long, almost 58 minutes of pure coverage of the drug use at
Shout out to Point and Shoot, man. Let me make sure. Oh, I'm not subscribed to the shirt. I feel like YouTube be kicking my subscriptions, man. But that was crazy, bro. Yeah, Lush needs to get it together. I don't know what up with cuz, but that's bad. Like, come on, bro. Crack. God dang. Shout out to y'all, man. Let's get a temperature check real quick. Y'all want to drop into that meth one, Mr. Or you want to get into something else? I really ain't got nothing planned today. You know what I'm saying? We just shooting the shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Make sure I like the damn line. Oh. Man, these little kids. Man, I done created some monsters in my neighborhood, y'all. Hold on, before we get into the next one, let's chop it up real quick. Let me do that. Do that. Do that. Oh, I did the wrong thing. But yeah, man, I turned the kids in my neighborhood into some little monsters, bro. I caught them one day. You know, when you little like that, they range between probably like the age of like 5 and like 10, right? So bet we gonna get into the next the meth one next, bro. But yeah, man, I had seen them and I had some trash, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna take it to the dumpsters and these little light bags of trash, but I'm like, you know what? Let me teach you little kids something about some work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, little homie, y'all bring this trash to the dumpster for me. I give y'all. I think the first time I probably gave them like $4 a piece, right? So I did that, right? And you know, as a kid, you ain't getting no money at all. So they was happy as hell, you know what I'm saying? But now they come knock on my door damn near every day. Excuse me, sir. Can we take out your trash? I'm like, God damn, I done created some monsters, man. But you know what I'm saying? I cut for these kids, man. I like these kids. These some good kids. They bad as hell, but you know, I see myself in them a lot. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around this neighborhood, so yeah, man. I gotta get like good with Discord. I got my Discord, and I was basically using it just to basically be in other people's Discords, but I still really don't know how Discord works. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm open to like clips and stuff. If really, I would if anything, I would say send stuff to like my Instagram or my Facebook. Those are the ones I'd be most active on, if not here. But let me get into that mess one real quick. Hold on, let me see if I can.
Adam, you feel me? That's between
Listen, I want y'all to know.
Adam's.
Hold on, let's see. Matter of fact, instead of just keep switching in. Yeah, right there. That's just enough space. That's just enough space. That way I ain't got to keep turning my damn shit. Man, let's check this out. Let's see what's up. What Lush talking about.
Adam, you feel me? That's between
Listen, I want y'all to know.
Adam's. Look, I work for no jumper just like y'all.
I want to let you know I ain't been paid yet, so I don't officially work.
Never.
I haven't been paid nothing.
Never.
I haven't got a dime.
Look down.
I'm the only person that got paid.
Shit.
I swear to God, I haven't got nothing.
Never, cuz. I ain't gonna do it like that. You do.
Adam, you feel me? That's between
Listen,
Wait, hold on. What I missed?
Look, I work for no jumper just like y'all.
I want to let you know I ain't been paid yet, so I don't officially work.
Never.
I haven't been paid nothing.
Never.
I haven't got a dime.
Look down.
I'm the only person that got paid.
Shit.
I swear to God, I haven't got nothing.
Never, cuz. I ain't gonna do it like that. You do.
Adam, you feel me? That's between
Listen, I want y'all to know.
What's down there? What am I missing?
I work for no jumper just like y'all.
I want to let you know I ain't been paid yet, so I don't officially work.
Never.
I haven't been paid nothing.
Never.
I haven't got a dime.
Oh, I see the bag. That was a bag.
That's between
Listen, I want y'all to know.
Adam's. Look, I work for no jumper just like y'all.
I want to let you know I ain't been paid yet, so I don't officially work.
Never.
I haven't been paid nothing.
Never.
That's a bag of ice. Yo. Like, we just got functioning junkies and shit like. And you know, I said Lush was losing way too much weight, way too fast at a disproportion. Like, he looked like a goddamn bobblehead. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was that video where all them Crips that came up there with a cake and all that. It was with that TF third. It was one of them dudes, but they had brought like 30 Crips up there trying to get an interview and stuff, and Adam wouldn't let them in. And Lush was out there in the tank top. Excuse me. I'm like, yo, why does he look so sickly? Like, the fool looks sickly. That's crazy, bro. That is nuts, man. Hey, prayers go out to him, man. That's wild. You said YouTube about to get D? I've been saying YouTube needed DMs. Like, why hasn't that been a thing? You know what I'm saying? But let's see what else we got. Hold on. Matter of fact, I ain't been on Instagram today like that. Let's see what they got going on. Mike S. spotted having a roast battle with another comedian on stage. We ain't worrying about all that. Byron Allen. He's like one of the richest black dudes ever. Paul Heyman is going viral. Yeah, man, if y'all got anything else y'all want to get into, man, let me know. Didn't need to see Shamar Moore twerking, but all right. Hold on, did I freeze? Let me find out my stuff froze. Oh, that's not. Let me find out my stuff froze. Hold on. Put me right there. Oh. Okay, I'm back at it. Cool, you know. Jack Johnson. Shit, Instagram look dead. There ain't nothing happening on Instagram. Oh. Yeah, man. Where you from, Mr. Mister? I'm from Texas, fam. Where you from? see saying the center is live. I might do a reaction to this. That dude that looked like Cassidy in 19 Keys. See what they talking about. Okay, Indianapolis. I never think about that as a state. Yo, that AR ab self-snitching shit is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Indiana. See, I'm sitting here trying to think, like, where is Indianapolis? Okay, when I think Indiana, everybody always think Gary for some reason. I heard you can get your issue in Indiana. I heard it could go down in Indiana. Like, they say Gary got some hood over there, gang. Yeah, right. I said Indianapolis like it was a state. My bad, bro. Hey, look, man, look. I done fired up Merv. Look, man, hey, we ain't getting into all of that, gang. Come on. Let me make it, all right? Let me make it. But, yeah, when I think Indiana, I always think Gary. You know what I'm saying? What's it like over there? Is it, I feel like that's more up north, huh? Like that's in the, towards like the DMV area and stuff. It's cold over there, huh? You know, I'm one of them warm-blooded Negroes. I can't do the cold, gang. Like, I can't do it. The full series? What's that? Oh, the full series of AR Absnition. Bro, I seen, it was probably like a 40-minute video because I was gonna do some a piece of content basically entitled like the top 10 self-snitches in hip-hop. And he was definitely gonna be probably #1 on that thing, because the one where he was like, you know, and my boy Skinny Me, you know, I love hearing him rap because he do what he talk about in his raps. He the type of person to talk about going to kill a nigga, and I seen him do it. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, if I'm Skinny Me and I know you seen me commit a crime like that and you just talking, I'm gonna pull you to the side. Hey, bro, cameraman can't make it out of here. Like, no, nigga, what? We ain't just talking about ain't no statutes of limitations on murder. This fool is crazy, man. And he's the way he used to be on Vlad. Yeah, Vlad, you know, I basically, you know, a couple weeks ago, I robbed some niggas, took some bricks off some niggas, you know what I'm saying? I stabbed a couple folks, kidnapped them. It's like, really? Why are you so open to talk about this, bro? This shit is crazy. Yo, Mr. If you got a link for me, man, let me know. Because it's been a minute since I've seen them, so I might not even be able to find the right one. But we could definitely get into that. Because that's, bro, that stuff was crazy, gang. Oh, man. Oh, my boy Nuno in here, man. Shout out to my boy Cedro, bro. Shout out to you. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me mod you up. Make sure my boy modded up. You know what I'm saying? Boom. There you go. You dig? This one's 4 minutes. Okay, yeah, so there's a whole... Yeah, we can get into this, man, because this fool's crazy. Compilation of AF. Yeah, let's get into it, man.
Motherfucking link, you fucking cock blowers, you cowards, man. Come see us, man. I swear to God, you come down this block, your shit gonna get filled up with so much fucking smoke, nobody gonna make it off the fucking block. You come down this block, is nobody gonna make it off this fucking block, man. I promise you, you won't make it off this motherfucking block, man. Anyway. On everything I love, you come up on us, man, you're not gonna make it. Niggas gonna blow your shit clean off, man. This is my little big brother right here.
He got shot in the head twice. Killed the nigga in the same night.
This nigga gang. This nigga count probably bigger than my joint, man. I'm gonna keep it on your yard.
And I'm a little nigga.
This nigga count something serious, man. I already took 13 shots, nigga. Nigga, I don't know what it's for.
Yo, 13 shots is crazy. You know how bad somebody wants you gone? 50 Cent caught 9. And every time I see 50 Cent beef with somebody online, I could understand why he caught 9. 50 Cent is a menace. But 13 shots, brother. You know how fast I would have gave my life to God after that? Like, what?
You know why? Because I kidnap niggas, I rob niggas, I kill niggas, I got a lot of shit I did.
You know, like a shoot and run, like that's a very serious situation. Like I'm assuming you know who the person is.
Actually,
that sounds very personal.
Actually, I never really find out who shot me because, well, I'll be into a lot of shit. So I keep it all real. I robbed a couple niggas, took some bricks from some people recently, right? Well, actually, I was selling somebody some crack, and
maybe he was selling Lush to crack.
I was serving somebody some crack. Look, I mean, so I'm gonna get it. I'm the type of dude I can't be broke. You see, I got this whole building, I'll fix this shit up.
Nah, for real, Nuno. I would never beef with 50 Cent. He would obliterate you into the ground. You seen Ja Rule just got jumped not too long ago. They found pictures linking the people who jumped him to 50 Cent. Those are 50 Cent's people who did it.
What? I don't make no money off rap. I extort people. I extort motherfuckers too. It's one of my hustles. Got shot a lot of times behind it, but it paid my own houses and shit. It paid car back.
And look at he looks crazy. Like he looks like he on a pill or something. Like the way his eyes is bugging. I shot mother. Yeah, you know, like that's a person. I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie Shotas, the one with Kamini Marley, but what's his name? Mad Max or Crazy Max? You know, the one where he chopped off the dude's hand and he was using his bloody hand to smoke the blunt. It seemed like he one of them. Like he just infatuated with killing after, you know? And they say it could get like that after your first, like if you kill somebody the first time, they say you can either get really remorseful or really cold. And it seemed like he got cold with it, man. Jesus.
I was coming out there. There was somebody at the corner wanting to buy an ounce of crack off me. So I'm coming out the crib, ready to serve my ounce of crack. But they coming from my side. Like they driving my side, I said, meet me on this block. You know what I'm saying? So I come out the crib, I see the boy that's like, yo, I was shooting the DVD going, man. I seen Dark, whoa, I'm like, this nigga shooting the DVD, this nigga got a beard. Big ass, looking like a gangster ass nigga, like, what the fuck type shit is this? So long story short, they had to put the camera out. I'm like, yo, I gotta bust a trap. Like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I was always selling drugs and shooting motherfuckers, man, the whole time. That's why I went to jail. You know, luckily I beat the gun case. It was drugs and I had a gun.
Over 13 times.
Yeah.
What happened around that whole situation?
A lot of shit. We robbing people. I wrote a bunch of savages. See, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I talk a lot of shit. Because it's not just me. I'm just a rapper. Imagine the guys that there's 10, 15, 20 guys that I call when there's trouble. And I'm on record for murders and shit like that. So imagine the other motherfuckers, they can't even.
You know what he's reminding me of as I watch this? Mister, have you ever seen the Alpo tapes? You know, Alpo Martinez, the Paid in Full story, but like the real Alpo. He sound a lot like Alpo. He sound like you could be his best friend and he'll take your life for looking at his girl's butt or something like that. Like he sound like one of them crazy mofos.
Be around people, they savages, man.
Did they push you to rap?
Yeah, they want me to save them from this shit. They don't want to be robbing niggas and kidnapping niggas. And I got shot 10 times. I tied the nigga up. No, I don't think it's from that. It could have been from that. It could have been from a motherfucking cousin robbing the Dominicans. It could have been from my right hand man tying these niggas up. You feel what I'm saying? They do all this shit, and since I'm the forefront of shit, I get caught up in everything. That's what I got to do. I was there. No, I ran that shit. I took when they come to my block, when they come to my set, my hood, want to go to war, I took them to war. Me, I took everybody to war. That's what these motherfuckers, every other rap niggas, they didn't do that. They probably was involved, was one of the guys that was around. No. They'll tell you, out there, one of the worst nigga from my neighborhood, he like the Debo of the neighborhood, but he just killed motherfuckers, kidnapped them. I'm the only one in my neighborhood that took him to war. The only one that gave him gas. The only together. And we've been together ever since. And then it was situations in the street situation that caused for Skinny to get brutal. And I watched him get brutal. And every time I called him and needed him to get brutal for me, he came with a smoking gun. And then he went and cashed everything. If I say Skinny, get in the car and go catch a triple murder, I understand he's gonna do it.
And understand that Skinny Me is in prison doing life right now behind this fool running his mouth. I know Skinny Me is upset, angry, and mad that, like, come on, bro. It's crazy how you can speak your own demise into existence by basically just bragging on yourself, because this ain't nothing but a bunch of ego. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you dropping the second part down in the chat, bro. You the man. You the man. And yeah, we might have to get into them Alpo tapes one time too. We might do that another day though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do all these snitches today. But it's crazy. It's I was getting to the hood.
You see, it's about 20 savages out there. I'll run all of them. They listen to what the fuck I say. They killed me. Some of them shot motherfuckers yesterday. Man, no Briggs Bros go back years. And listen, y'all know who he is. This is my little brother, Skinny Me. The notorious Skinny Me.
Skinny Me.
That boy about 130 pounds of horror. I know this for a fact, man. And guess what? This is what I like about Skinny Me. This is what I like about Skinny Me music, man. It's just raw. And it's like reality rap.
The mafia.
Skinny Me will go through a situation, and guess what? It's gonna be in the song. He's gonna make a song about the same day. So I know that's why I feel it so much. I know it.
A reckless anthem.
When he said I killed the nigga and I did that, I seen him do it. When he said somebody try to drop on me, not wrestle him out for the gun,
man.
and I seen him do it. I know he did it for a fact.
Now he's sitting there. Hold on, let's run that back. He's sitting there in his arrogance, in his vanity, feeling like the man. Yeah, I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I take your gun. I make sure you never see the light of day again. Don't play with me, boy. 130 pounds of horror. But now he in prison, and I would never want to be the 130-pound dude in prison. Because you can't take your gun in prison. And, you know, especially these days, a lot of the killers on the streets, they be smaller built dudes. They be dudes who, and it's crazy like that, right? Like, most of the dudes who will really do you in be the dudes who, you know, aren't physically imposing. But when you get to prison, you can't bring your gun in there with your gang. And, yeah, that I seen him do it. It's like, come on, bruh. I would have told his Teletubby built that. Hey, nigga, shut up, nigga. The goal of doing the murder is to get away with it, nigga. Like, what did you talk about it for? This nigga's crazy.
A reckless anthem.
When he said I killed the nigga and I did that, I seen him do it. When he said somebody try to drop on me, not wrestle him out for the gun.
I seen him do it.
I seen him do it. I know he did it for a fact. So I had a job. I done shot niggas and everything. I'm still going to work. Everybody can shoot. Nobody likes getting shot. So while they shoot, you stand there and look at me. You give it back. You see the fucking fear in the eyes. It gets out of here. Then you go to their block. Go to their block again tomorrow. In the morning. Then in the afternoon. Then at nighttime. Then you get phone calls. Hey, I quit. I don't want no more. Y'all niggas with you. Alright, don't ever come around here again. Most likely got no pics, man. Most likely me, I beat it. Like, I don't give a fuck if a nigga kid 1 or 40. I don't give a fuck about a nigga mom, pop. We come to daycares. That's the art of war, man. You hear me? I don't care about none of it. We ain't got no.
And bro, I seen this video. It was in Philly, and these dudes were at like a house party, and they own a porch. And when I say they are in like, they turned that porch into a war zone. They shooting at some people like, I guess they're on the street. And man, I think they said over 200 shots were let off in like a 30-second span or something like that. Like, it was crazy, bro. But I seen another video where they were doing like a drive-through of Philly, and they ain't really got no alleyways or nothing where you could duck off, like street side. Like, if you get caught just walking on the sidewalk in Philly, there's no real place for you to like duck off and hide at. Like in Texas and stuff, there's a lot of back roads. I could hop a fence and be in a back road real quick, you know? It's not like that in Philly. Everything is like street side, you know what I'm saying? So if you out there involved in some crazy stuff and you ain't got a vehicle, you got to walk everywhere, bruh, Lord, you should.
Fix over this joint, man. I don't want to hit a nigga where it hurt. It's one thing about me. Call it on. I'm gonna hit you where it hurt. I promise you, man. Put that on my mom's soul. Another history lesson. I went to war with the most dangerous people in my neighborhood. I went to their block, and we came to their block, and there was 6 of us. We was gonna murder everybody on the corner. Right? I didn't know one of my friends was on the corner, and we fired on the corner. And guess who's on the corner? One of my friends was on the corner. I fired on. Turn the camera that way. No Brace Ross was on that corner. Facts. What happened, No Brace?
I'd have been like, hey, nigga, don't turn the camera this way. Don't put my face in no. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you just linking me to shootouts? Bad enough that you shot up the block while I'm on it. Don't get a feds no reason to come knocking on my door. Isn't this stupid, bro?
Ross.
Man, them niggas let that shit fly. And I got the fuck out of there. I'm gonna keep it a beam, man, you know. Allah was with me. You know what I'm saying? Because them boys was about 7, 8 deep. And I looked one way.
This shit crazy, Mister.
I looked the next. And they was lined in the middle of the street. Phone and shit. I ducked down, rolled, kicked the motherfucking door with porch I was sitting on in, ran to the 3rd floor, took all my fucking clothes off and made sure I ain't had no fucking bullet wounds. I ain't feeling no hot shit.
This is a great friend of mine. I kind of like reached out.
You getting sent out, nigga. For real, nigga.
I gotta put the blame on somebody, man.
Need somebody.
I gotta blame somebody, so there's gonna be a couple innocent bystanders and all that, man. Like, I gotta put the blame on somebody, man. Somebody gotta answer for this shit, man. It ain't about nothing, though, man. That nigga did your little sucker shot, man. Like, there's always a sucker shot when it comes to me, man. There's always some suckers.
And I got my guy here, ARF. How you feeling?
King at the top going to Philly. I'm feeling marvelous. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Let's talk about you just being signed.
Okay.
To Cash Money, Birdman.
Cash Money, yes.
How did that even happen?
Well, first of all, I was in a trap house.
Like, you didn't have to mention that part. She asked you how you guys signed. I was in a trap house. What? This nigga's crazy, bro. Just eager to go to prison. Eager to snitch on himself. Hold on, man. Let's check this last part out.
I'm not the king of Philly, I'm the king of everything, man. I ain't the king of Philly, I'm the king of everywhere.
Who gonna dispute that?
Right. We moving out this shit, man. Like, we got Allegheny, we got Area, we got 18th Street. We got like from the 20th Street all the way to Broad Street. It's an epidemic. I want to start branching off on the other side.
This dude right here, that dude's a menace. I don't even know who this dude is. But you can tell by how he looking that AR ab and how he chewing that gum. If anything, he want to knock you off and take your spot. Look at him. Hold on.
Like, we got Allegheny, we got Area Ave, we got 18th Street, we got like from the 20th Street all the way to Broad Street. It's an epidemic. I want to start branching off on the other side. We might take a block.
You could tell he chewing that gum like that because he ain't brushed his teeth that morning. You know what I'm saying? He one of them niggas, he spent the night at somebody's house and slept on the couch. He ain't even get no blanket. He just like tucked his hand into his pants. You know what I'm saying? Slept like that, rolled over. You know, probably made him a bologna sandwich on his way out and got him one stick of gum because he knew he wasn't going to brush his teeth in the morning.
On the other side of Broad Street. I might put some work out there. I'm thinking about taking Clearfield over. I'm thinking about taking Clearfield over. And I might cross. We already crossed Pike Street already, right? We already down to Butler Street. That's Pike Street. We already down to Pike Street now. So we on 20th Street. I'm thinking about going to 10th Street. We already cleared the Broad. We think about going all the way to 10th Street now. We think about crossing Clearfield because nobody gonna do nothing about it anyway. Once we get over there, I put work out there. Anybody want to put work out there, what they gonna do? They gonna call everybody's phone and cop out and ask why we doing it. 7.5 to 15. Yeah, and we ain't accepting no fucking deals.
He just basically told the feds his whole drug operation and where they setting up at.
OBH Records, King Ab. I got my own record company. I signed myself. Check this out. There's $500,000 on the table, man. This is $500,000 on the table. I just feel like y'all got too excited when Birdman paid me my $200 grand. Like that's some real money. I've been had that money. I felt like y'all believe I was broke before I got that $200. This is $500,000. Huh? This is type money I bet. OBH Records, I got my own company. Huh? This is OBH Records. I got my own company. I'm independent for real. I'm independent. I've signed myself. I don't have no boss. I've never had a boss in my life. King Ad. OBH. Free smoke. Oh, I got one of my shooters behind me. Free smoke. Bro, I said, fuck rap. I want to be a shooter. Guess what? I allowed him to be that. I allowed my man Bros to quit rap and become a shooter. Nigga. Like Bros, I don't even want to rap. Look at Big Brock back there.
Like, why are you putting all our faces on camera, gang? We all shooters. We all got bodies. We all some killers and criminals. Why are you even... You know, I recently watched The Art of Dialogue where they had Danny Boy on there. And he was talking about Biggie Smalls' killer, like being in the same room with Biggie's killer. And I had to look dude up. And it's crazy how we never knew who this dude was until after he died. And they barely got any pictures or anything on this dude because he didn't like to be in pictures and stuff back then. And they say this was the type of dude that was just about his murder game. Like, Danny Boy was like, he'd be in the studio just looking just mean and angry. Like, I don't even think this dude like music. You know, he just waiting for the next assignment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bruh, that's crazy, bro. It's crazy how that dude was aware back then, even with less cameras and stuff, you know, no camera phones, that, yo, I don't need to be in these pictures like that and stuff. I'm out here, you know, committing murders. But this fool is putting all of his murderers' homies on camera and talking about it. And then uploading it online. Like,
Bro, you ain't rap no more. You just want to be a shooter, man? Free smoke. I ain't gonna lie, you smell blood, man. 3rd. My man Bros caught his first shooting. He was like, all right. When he caught his first shooting, he said, he put down the fucking notepad, and it said, Ab, I love the way this shit feel. I just want to shoot.
Free smoke.
He quit. Alright, you know skinny meat,
bitch. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know I'm getting into it.
Graveyard back there.
Best man get
This is the life I was born into, you know what I'm saying? Like my little cousin in the crib, like he put me on this goon shit. Like he was like 13, giving niggas wig shots. Just gave me this joint. I ain't gonna fake it. But this, you know, with products every day, pocket full of guap. This all comes from trap money. Well, that's all from trap money, man.
hey, man. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting on burpee and stuff. Was that the same one?
Welcome
Oh,
back
yeah,
to
this is
another
different.
episode of Swamp
Yeah,
Stories.
Swamp
For this video,
Speaking of swamp stories, because that was another one I wanted to get into. What time is it? Yeah, we got plenty time. Hold on real quick, y'all. Let me grab me a bottle of water real quick. Hold up. Oh, all right. Back at it. Hold on. Might do better flip, honestly. I like at the edge. That's why. Alright, cool. That's cool. Oh. All right, we back at it. So I'm trying to figure out a live schedule, man, because I want to start going live, like routinely. And, I work nights. So depending on the time I get off in the morning, I wake up at different times, but I usually wake up around like 9:30 to 10:30ish. And I don't know, man. It's like because I still need to do my pre-recorded videos. I still need to, take care of my dogs and stuff. I still need to hit the gym. I feel like I got very limited time before I got to go to work to do everything that I need to do. And I still want to throw lives in there somewhere, man. Like, I want to get better at live streaming. So I might do like a 30-day run and just, do lives for 30 days straight. Oh, he got a Swamp Stories on Skinny Me too. Life plus 25 years. Yeah, we can get into this. I ain't tripping.
video we cover a story that will probably blow your mind. It's the tale of a man who struck it rich out of the mud and managed to throw it all away in the strangest way possible. Trust me, this one is good. But before we get into it, let me run the intro. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a city that no one thinks of unless we're talking about cheesesteaks or football. All we know is that it's freezing cold, the people are extremely rude, and the sports teams always come up short. But in all seriousness, Philly's biggest problem is the out-of-control crime. Most American cities are bad in one category, but Philly sits near the bottom in every single one.
10 carjackings in just over 24 hours across the city.
Tonight, Philadelphia has set a new grim record for homicides in a single year. There have now been 501 homicides in the city.
3 days, at least 8 businesses hit, and police, they are on the hunt for the person responsible.
Large, unruly crowds took over this intersection right here behind me very early this morning. Those same crowds also quickly swarmed police who were on scene.
Yes, Philadelphia is a wild, wild place and has been for a long time. It's exponentially worse than New York City in every single category, but for whatever reason gets none of the attention. However, that ends today, as you'll be able to see the nonsense that takes place in the streets of Philly. So let's dive right in. The story begins in the trenches of North Philadelphia, specifically 75th Avenue. This is where a man named Barry Reese, also known as Cassidy, was born and raised. Cassidy grew up extremely rough and used rapping as his way to make it out of the hood. In the early 2000s, he performed at rap battles all over the East Coast until he was noticed by a young producer named Swiss Beats. Swiss saw potential in Cassidy and decided to sign him to a 3-album deal in 2002. Right off the bat, his career was a success with hit songs like Hotel and Get No Better. He was already performing at award shows and his debut album went gold in 2004. Cassidy was the man, but behind closed doors was living a street life in North Philadelphia. In a place like North Philly, a famous rapper could not operate alone. So in order to protect himself, Cassidy always rolled with a young goon that he grew up with. This would be one of his childhood best friends named Abdul West. Abdul was raised in a good 2-parent home that ate together, prayed together 5 times a day, and always made sure his homework was done. Because of this, Abdul was a good student and actually graduated high school at 16 with a trade in plumbing. Despite being on a good path, Abdul had a strange love for the streets that always caught his attention. Although home life was good, North Philly was always hectic and Abdul wanted to be a part of it. So when his homie Cassidy's career blew up, he volunteered to be his street enforcer. So in the streets of Philly, Cassidy was at the helm and
Yo, that freestyle specifically, this one
volunteered to be his street enforcer. So in the
That's like an 11-minute freestyle or something like that. Cassidy ran that whole shit, y'all. Cassidy used to be that dude back then. At that time, Cassidy was probably my favorite rapper.
Streets of Philly, Cassidy was at the helm, and by his side was Abdul, his brother Leek Moss, and another friend named Pretty Flock. Together, they were the guys in Philly. They had all the money, and of course, they had all of the girls as well. But with this kind of fame came a whole lot of envy. Many people they grew up with were jealous and were looking for any reason to try them. And that takes us to April 15th, 2005. It's a huge day for Cassidy as he's releasing his highly anticipated song, I'm a Hustler. So of course he's in great spirits until he receives an alarming phone call from Abdul. Abdul tells him that Pretty Flock was jumped by a group of guys they grew up with. The story goes that they caught him out doing errands and they jumped him for absolutely zero reason. So directly after, Flock called Abdul and told him to pull up ASAP. From there, Abdul hopped in his car and called Cassidy to let him know that he might need to bail him out of jail. So Abdul drove to Pretty Flock, picked him up, and they went around looking for the group of guys. The story goes that Abdul caught one of the guys outside of Rite Aid and put his paws on him. From all accounts, Abdul handled him like Tyron Woodley or John Jones. And just like that, there was a potential beef stewing in the streets of Philly. But the guys who started this quickly came to a realization. Do we really want to beef with Abdul West? Shh, probably not. So in order to prevent a beef, one of the guys calls Abdul and sees if they can make peace. At 6 p.m., a man named Desmond Hawkins calls Abdul's phone. He apologizes for what happened to Pretty Flock and he asks him if they can be cool. Abdul tells him to swing by Cassidy's house at 9 p.m. so they can talk it out. Desmond agrees and that's the plans for the night. So you're probably thinking, wow, Abdul is so mature and level-headed, but you'll see. Abdul drives to his house, grabs a blower, and heads over to Cassidy's. When he arrives, he gives him a rundown of the situation, and Cassidy thinks it's a good idea. But then Abdul tells him that he stashed a blower in the bushes next to his house, and that makes him skeptical. If they're coming over to make peace, why are you putting a blower in the bushes? It doesn't make...
How would y'all feel if I started doing more like content pieces like this? You know, I already do like, you know, the storytelling with my rise and falls, but y'all think I should branch off into more of like these? I mean, no, I kind of like this dude's content style.
Any sense. But Abdul isn't the kind of guy you question, so Cassidy just leaves it alone. 9:30 p.m. Desmond Hawkins and his two friends arrive at Cassidy's house looking to make peace. When they arrive, Desmond honks his horn and Abdul walks outside. He walks up to Desmond's driver's side window and they begin having a conversation. Somehow it turns into an argument and Abdul walks over to the bushes. From there, he grabs his piece and allegedly makes a terrible decision. Abdul and Cassidy instantly vacate the area and decide to go out of town. Sadly, Desmond didn't deserve this in a million years, but this was Philadelphia's introduction to Abdul West. Abdul ruined a potentially great day for Cassidy as I'm a Hustler was major on the charts. So at the height of his career, Cassidy was paranoid about the event that happened right outside of his house. He knew that even Philadelphia police...
So the murder that Cassidy beat was actually a murder that was done by AR-AB?
Police would eventually figure it out and that it was a matter of time. That time would come, June 17th, 2005. Philadelphia police announced that Cassidy and Abdul West are both wanted for the passing of Desmond Hawkins. This shocked the hip-hop world as Cassidy was becoming a major artist. He smartly...
Yeah, I'm noticing that, Mr. Mister. I'm seeing more and more people do like this style of storytelling. And yeah, I might need to tweak it. My thing is, man, that like I've been doing the reactions and stuff, and really I've just been trying to get my subscriber base up because, you know, it be hit or miss with the storytelling. Some of my storytelling is done really good, and then sometimes, you know, you can work damn near a whole week on a video and they get less than like 500 views. And that's discouraging. So I'd rather have like my subscribers up. That way, at least if I put that much effort into a video, I could, you know, at least get a good audience to view it. Because I feel like, you know, I put a lot of effort into these videos when I do them, you know what I'm saying? And the reactions are just, they're easier to do. They're less time consuming, you know? It's kind of like plug and play. I just edit out the cuss words and stuff after the fact. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna get back into my storytelling because I have been getting a little lazy with the reactions and stuff.
He turned himself in the same day and instantly his life came crashing down. The superstar rapper at the height of his career was now facing 25 to life. While on the other hand, Abdul would go on the run but would eventually be found 2 weeks later in Ohio. Now we talk about the court cases, which are actually pretty interesting. This is because Cassidy and Abdul took two completely different routes on
facts, you right.
fighting them. The men in the car with Desmond told police that they didn't see Cassidy but instead saw Abdul do it. And the only reason Cassidy was arrested is because it happened in front of his house, so police thought that he called the shot. The prosecutors had a weak case against Cassidy, so he could have easily taken it to trial and beaten it in the end. However, trials can take years and Cassidy was eager to get back to his career. So he ended up pleading to involuntary manslaughter and taking an 11-month sentence. How this qualifies as involuntary manslaughter is beyond me, but he figured that it was his best option. This way, his music career was guaranteed to return in under a year. On the other hand, Abdul decided to take his case to trial and test his luck. This was extremely risky, especially as there was 2 eyewitnesses, but Abdul knew something that the rest of the world didn't, and that would be that the 2 eyewitnesses would not testify in his...
Yeah, but I feel like the more subs I get, the more reoccurring subs I could garner, you know? Like, I'm not expecting everybody to be a reoccurring sub, but I feel like as long as I'm gaining more subs, there'll be more people to, you know, who authentically rock with me for me. So, you know, it's kind of like I'm just throwing a snowball downhill and letting it avalanche along the way. You know what I'm saying? That's really what the reactions are for. Like the reactions, the trending topics. You know what I'm saying? I know that these are things that if I have an opinion on them, other people have an opinion on them. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give my opinion anyway. I'm going to have an opinion anyway. So put the video out. Let like-minded people come in, and you know what I'm saying? And when I go live or do anything else, they might, oh, snap, Gaptooth is on. Let's see what the homie doing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I've been doing better with the shorts than the actual vids. Yeah, bro, the algorithm for the shorts are definitely, like, I feel like they push the shorts more. But I feel like if I'm not going to be consistent with the shorts, then it's kind of like, it's not a... Like, I think I heard if you get subs off the shorts, but you're not like consistent with the shorts or something like that, then I don't know, they categorize those subs as something else, or maybe you lose those subs or something like that. But I always figured, like, when I do start doing my shorts, they're basically going to be commercials for the long form videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I start doing more storytelling videos and stuff, I'll make like a little 30-second commercial in the form of a short, and then drop the link in the description box of the short. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but that's what's up, bro. Yeah, I've been seeing your shit, bro. I've been watching, homie. I've been watching. Keep going up, Isidro. You dig? I told you, man. It's time to get rich off this shit, gang. We up.
Trial. That's how feared he was in the streets. No one would dare testify against him in court. And because of this, he was able to beat his trial in 2007 and be released with 0 charges. So now Cassidy was a convicted felon and Abdul had no record. Of course, this isn't fair, but it also goes to show that you need to be careful who you hang around. It can ruin your career or possibly even end your life. Cassidy was lucky that it was only a year, but it still had some serious consequences. When Cassidy got home in 2006, his buzz just simply wasn't what it used to be.
Yep.
However, he still had a decent following and one album left with Swiss Beats. So on November 6, 2007, his final album under Swiss was released and it didn't do quite as well as expected. Because of this, he and Swiss went their separate ways and he started his own label called the Larceny Family in 2008. He funded it himself and of course made himself the main artist. But if you have a label, you probably need more than just yourself. Well, coincidentally, the start of Larceny Family was the same time that Ab came home. So Cassidy convinced him to become a rapper and to sign to his label. He promised him that he'd make him a star and that together they'd get to the millions. So Abdul agreed and signed on the dotted lines. His rap name would be AR Ab and the Larceny Family was off to the races. Or not. Cassidy underestimated the cost of starting a label and jump-starting a new career. And as a result, he prioritized his own career and AR Ab was kicked to the curb. During this process, Ab began getting frustrated and finally decided to go his separate ways. He felt like Cassidy got his hopes up for no reason and was wasting his time. Because of this, their relationship went sour and the former best friends were now at odds. Beef with Abdul was the last thing that Cassidy needed in his life. But thankfully by this time he had already moved out of Philly. He was living in New York, focused on getting his career back to the mainstream stage. On the other hand, Ab now had a major chip on his shoulder and wanted to prove to Cassidy that he could make it himself. He now understood that running a career took a lot of money and that became his main focus. He used to be the bully tough guy, but now he was only focused on stacking money and hustling. But he didn't have any money to start with, so he began by finessing and robbing plugs, a very dangerous game in Philly. This would eventually catch up to him, but in the meantime, this is how he got his start. He flipped his work in the streets over and over until he was dealing with some serious pape. And from there, he wanted to turn it into a whole operation. In 2009, Ab started a gang called the Original Block Hustlers, also known as OBH. OBH started as a family, as everyone who joined was already in Ab's circle. You have his brother Leek Moss, Dark Low, and Kaz, who are known as the original members. Well, right off the bat, OBH hit the streets hard, moving weight, finessing plugs, and eliminating any competition. Ab's goal was to take over Philadelphia's underground market and achieve this by any means. And after stacking enough cash, he decided to start his own music label. A label called the Original Block Hustlers, also known as OBH. Now, why would you name your label the same as your gang? But whatever. He wasn't thinking it through.
YSL? YSL, anyone? It seems like that's a common theme, to name your label after the gang. You know?
But on the bright side, the music started to pick up. He dropped back-to-back mixtapes and singles that did pretty well in the streets of Philly, but his ways of finessing plugs would eventually catch up to him. September 27th, 2010.
Hey, Mister, I'm gonna have to look into all of that, bro. I've been slacking on my I just been posting and stuff, and I haven't even been as consistent as I should be with that, but I got a couple of videos that I have on queue that I need to look into that are supposed to help, you know, just teach you how to basically utilize all the tools at hand to help grow your channel the fastest. So I'm gonna definitely look into that, man. But well, yeah, man, I appreciate you.
It's another Monday afternoon in Philly, and AR Ab is outside on the block getting money. At 4 p.m., he gets a call from a plug that he met a couple weeks ago. The plug tells him he has a play for him and to come pick him up and take him down to Kensington. If you're unfamiliar, Kensington is pretty much Skid Row on steroids, so you know there's money to be made. So Ab hops in his car, goes to pick up his new Connect, and heads over to Kensington. During the car ride, Ab and the man get to know each other, and they realize that Ab grew up with his baby mama. So they're laughing when Ab stops at a stop sign just a block away from the designated location. As he's talking, all he hears is "Pah." He quickly realizes he's hit up, and he looks over to see if his new friend is okay. But the man had already exited the car and was nowhere to be found. So Ab quickly speeds off to the nearest hospital. While he's speeding through traffic, he calls his cousin and tells him to meet him at the emergency room. So he pulls up to the hospital parking lot and tells his cousin to come pick up his car. He then tells him to throw away his phone so his girlfriend can't see his messages. From there, he hobbles to the emergency room where thankfully they save his life. It turns out that he was hit 10 times, which is a miracle that he made it. And the craziest part is that he says his biggest concern was his girl going through his phone. This guy is something else, wow. And believe it or not, the story gets even better. Once his cousin returned with his phone, he posted a picture on Twitter letting the world know that he's still alive. While recovering in the hospital, Ab gets a call from Swizz Beatz. Swizz remembered him from studio sessions with Cassidy and he wanted to send him his best wishes. On top of this, he tells him that he wants to work with him and bring him together with his new artist Meek Mill. Ab is excited as this could be huge for his career, but he's also not fully trusting his word. Regardless, on the day he's released from the hospital, he decides to give Swizz Beatz a call. Surprisingly, Swizz picks up the phone and even drives to Philly the same day. And on this same night, he goes to the studio with Meek Mill and AR-Ab. This just goes to show the character of Swizz Beatz, a true man of his word. And even though Ab and Meek knew each other from the streets, bringing them together in the studio was a big deal. From this session, they released their first song together on November 11th, 2010. So after nearly dying, Ab's life trajectory was on the up and up. So much so that after this song, Birdman actually wanted to sign him to Cash Money. He even flew to Philadelphia and handed Ab $200,000 as a bribe to sign. However, after his experience with Cassidy, Ab had no intentions of ever signing with a label. So he said no to Birdman but kept the $200,000. In retrospect, this was an idiotic move as Ab could have been the final piece to Cash Money Records. But not only did he fumble this opportunity, but he also kept the cash and ruined their relationship with Birdman. To some people, he was too real for the industry, but in my mind, he was just showing his dumb street ways. On the other hand, Meek Mill took the complete opposite route. Shortly after this, he signed with Rick Ross's MMG and got straight to the millions. So now, while AR-Ab could have easily been the face of Philly, it was now Meek Mill. So Abdul chose to keep living his life in the streets of Philadelphia. For the next couple of years, he released independent mixtapes and songs and hustled in the streets with OHB. And although it wasn't mainstream success, his songs did make waves on the East Coast. But then in 2012, things would come crashing down. Abdul lost his mother, grandmother, and was arrested in the same month. After accidentally selling to an undercover cop, his house was raided and they found all kinds of substances. This ultimately landed him a 3-year prison sentence on April 13th, 2013. And although he was always cool, calm, and collected, this right here made him panic. He had seen what a prison sentence did to Cassidy's career and he didn't want this for himself. So he pleaded for the judge to give him an opportunity to shave off some time. So in exchange for a year off his sentence, he agreed to speak at schools and do community service.
You know, we want to go talk to the kids and, you know, go to the Vision Quest, talk to the troubled youth. And I just left talking to a middle school and elementary school.
Hey, you setting your ass down.
Playgrounds up and all that. You know, we just doing everything we can, man, help the community out, man. You know, show these people now more of an asset on the streets than in jail, you know what I'm saying? Like, I finally let to turn myself in. Probably gonna do a couple more songs. I did some things in my past, which, you know, I can turn back the end of time, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? You know, it just caught up to me, so.
Now things were looking better. He only had to do a year and a half, plus he had a bunch of unreleased music. A couple of these songs like Riviera Riding and All I Got Is Me became East Coast hits. So when Ab was released in October of 2014, he came home to a bigger fan base than ever before. And in the summer of 2015, things would be taken to the next level for an unexpected reason. If you can remember, this is when Meek Mill dissed Drake on Twitter because he didn't promote his album. In the tweet, he said that Drake didn't write his verse on Rico and ended up posting the original track. Drake was obviously upset, so a week later he released his Meek Mill diss song called Back to Back. In the song,
hey, Drake damn near ended Meek's whole career during that beef, okay? Drake was bullying that boy. The way Kendrick is doing Drake right now, Drake was doing Meek then, y'all. It was bad. I don't know if y'all remember that, but Drake was that, you know what I'm saying? Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. You getting bodied by a singer nigga. Like, Drake had his foot on Meek's neck and he wasn't letting up at no time at all. Is that a world tour or your girl tour? Man, whew, those are dark times for Meek. Meek could not catch a break.
Drake says, I drove here in the Wraith playing AR Ab. Ooh. This was major for Ab as it led to many people looking him up on Google, but it also put him in a strange position. He just got shouted out by the biggest rapper in the world, but he also has to side with his friend Meek, right? A week later, he made an appearance on Vlad TV where he stated that Drake went harder and that he was disappointed in Meek's response.
After I heard, I'm thinking like, this can't be it. You know what I'm saying? You know, Meek come from Philly streets. I'm thinking like, you know what I mean? There was gonna be some more than that. You know what I mean? I was kind of, you know, kind of a little disappointed. You know what I'm saying? That was corny. A lot of people thought it was corny. A lot of people thought it was trash. A lot of people thought like Meek lost.
So back to back, you thought it was a crazy diss song.
Yeah.
When Meek saw the interview, he was pissed. Ab was just keeping it real, but in Meek's mind, he should have had its back no matter what. So the next day at his show, he yelled, F AR Ab. Of course, Ab felt disrespected and he dropped his own back-to-back just a couple days later. In the song, he says that Meek Mill is too scared to diss him on a song and that his artist O'Malley is the softest one on Dream Chasers. Oh, and he also opens the song with this, and you guys know what he's talking about.
I caught a body for I wrote a rap. You rather hold a mic or rather hold a Mac?
After this, Meek would leave it alone, but AR Ab would milk the situation till the dawn of time. Every time he was in front of a camera, he would begin talking about it.
No, quick question. They could be the king of the radio and rap shit. You don't rap about all that. Fuck you all got that. The streets. I'm in the streets. Where you get your love from? I run the mud, man. You better know that. You got the mud people. This Meek beef, man. Like, what's up with that, it's not beef, man. I kill people for real. Is he dead? Is he dead? Is he physically dead? No, he's not. There ain't no beef then. We got real killers that kill.
Despite saying there's no beef, Ab would later admit that things got bloody behind closed doors.
It got bloody behind the scenes, man. You know what I'm saying? My got shot behind the scenes. They got rolled in the streets with us behind the scenes. You dig what I'm saying?
Thankfully, though, in the same interview, Ab said that he got on the phone with Meek for 4 hours to squash the beef.
After all that, we still managed to squash it though, like on the tickets. It was never me and him. We talked on the phone for like 4 hours and shit. I said, damn, like, I asked him, I said, man, did I ever disrespect you? He was like, no.
Overall, all this drama brought a ton of attention to AR Ab, especially after the Vlad interviews. And for whatever reason, he got addicted to the attention and began telling everything in all kinds of interviews.
And this is where it starts, the self-snitching sagas.
While he and his OBH gang are committing serious crimes in the streets, he began telling it all to the world. He told the world what he does, what his OBH associates do, and where you can find them.
Like, why?
Like I've never seen anything like this before.
We got Allegheny, we got Area, we got 18th Street, we got like from the 20th Street all the way to Broad Street. It's an epidemic. I want to start branching off on the other side. We might take a block on the other side of Broad Street. I might put some work out there.
You know, when the feds seen all these videos, they was rubbing their hands like Birdman. They just sitting there like, yes, good, good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he made their job so easy for them. I bet he's sitting in prison right now. I bet he wake up every day right now. You know what I'm saying? In a 4-man cell with a toilet that's connected to a goddamn water fountain, and he ain't got no doors on it. You got to sit there and hold the curtain up to take a shit or to pee. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell, hey homie, hey, turn your hair real quick, bro. I gotta drop one real quick. You know what I'm saying? You got another grown ass man tell you when you get to sleep, when you get to eat, when you get to go have recreational time. You all that because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. You know he wake up feeling it, bro. You know he wake up feeling hurt. Man. Oh, and there go, look, I ain't even realize it. Look, there go that weirdo dude again. Look at him. I don't trust this dude. Dude's a menace.
I'm thinking about taking Clearfield over. I'm thinking about taking Clearfield over. And I might cross. We already crossed Pike Street. Butler already, right? Yeah. We already down to Butler Street. That's Pike Street. We already down to Pike Street now. So we on 20th Street. I'm thinking about going to 10th Street. We already 20 to Broad. We thinking about going all the way to 10th Street now. We thinking about crossing Clearfield. Because nobody gonna do nothing about it anyway once we get over there. I put work out there. Anybody want to put work out there, they gonna do it. They gonna call everybody's phone and cop out. Ask why we doing it. I allow my man Bryce to quit rap and become a shooter. Like Bryce, I don't even want to rap. Look at Big Brock back there. Bryce, you don't rap no more. You just want to be a shooter, man. Free smoke. I ain't gonna lie, you smell blood, man. My man Bryce caught his first shooting. He was like, all right. When he caught his first shooting, he said, he put down the fucking notepad and he said, I love the way this shit feel. I just want to shoot.
Free smoke.
As you can tell, he had an obsession with telling the world what he was doing in the streets. Why he was doing this, I really can't figure it out, but if there's any psychologists in the comments, please let me know. So now let's jump into the crazy story of OBH. While Ab was at the height of his rap career, he was 100% focused on the expansion of OBH in the streets. He wanted to be the new BMF, except without hiding anything they're doing. His philosophy was that the more people that join along, the better, which really wasn't smart. Instead of hiring specialists like BMF, Ab was willing to take anyone off the streets. And I mean literally anyone. You'll see what I'm talking about. The first person he recruited is a truck driver named Richard Hoover, also known as Boogie. Boogie was kind of like the Milk 7-4 of the North Philly trenches, but instead of sitting on his balcony, he started a trucking company in Las Vegas called Team Transportation LLC.
Hey, the milk disc go crazy. Instead of sitting on his balcony, hey, what he just dissed milk for? Swamp Story's got a problem with milk?
This is what enticed Ab. Boogie could move weight from the West Coast back to Philly. So by 2017, Boogie was working full-time for Ab, moving weight between California and Philly. This quickly became a major operation, racking in hundreds of thousands of dollars. With all this weight, AR Ab needed somewhere to stash it. Ab purchased 4 stash houses in Philly, all under his name.
Oh boy.
But the main stash house was called the Mansion, and this is where all of the OBH members met up and discussed business. How I know this? Well, Ab took a picture in front of the house and posted it on Instagram with the caption Trap House. This dude was clearly not scared of rivals or police. But the Mansion wasn't his only spot, as he had 3 other luxury apartments located in the Philly area. For example, you have the Treaty penthouses where Ab stayed himself. All of the members were in and out of the 4 properties, moving weight on a daily basis. At any given moment, there was at least $500,000 at each property. And with all of this wealth, Ab knew that he couldn't be the only one to protect it. So that's when he recruited a new member that he knew would put in work. This would be a man named Abbas Parker, also known as Skinny Me. Skinny didn't grow up with any OHB members, however his brother was cellmates with Ab in prison. So while Ab was in prison, his cellmate told him to get in touch with his brother once he was released. This is because Skinny was a talented rapper and his brother wanted him to get signed. But Ab heard about his stories in the streets and he knew that he was a certified stepper. All of this made him a top candidate for an OBH member. He was a rapper and a stepper at the same time. Skinny was a wild dude in the streets, and his actions would be super unpredictable. And that takes us to September 11th, 2017. It's another Monday in North Philly, and Skinny is hanging out on 22nd in Lehigh. At 2 p.m., he's set to meet with a business associate named Sherman Williams. Allegedly, Sherman is owed money by Skinny and is going over to collect it. Little does Sherman know, Skinny Me is not the kind of guy you do fair business with. Well, after paying a traffic ticket downtown, Sherman heads to North Philly to meet with him. At 2:30, he arrives on the corner and removes his helmet to talk. Somehow the conversation turns into an argument and Skinny Me loses his cool. Skinny instantly runs to his white Jeep and drops his phone in the process. He then hops in the car and speeds off to the OHB mansion.
Left his phone at the crime scene, y'all.
Dr. Brown says her son, Sherman Williams, was finally on the right track in life.
He was turning himself completely around, and he wasn't dealing with the same people that he was dealing with.
Brown says on Monday, September 11th, Williams was on his way back from paying his parking tickets. She says he called her at about 5 p.m. to check in.
We had a conversation for about 10 minutes.
That was the last time she talked to him. About 30 minutes later, the 29-year-old was shot multiple times along 22nd Street between Somerset and Lehigh Streets in North Philadelphia.
From what I can understand, him and some guy had some words. But I don't know what words were so powerful for this person to my son in the back twice.
Williams died less than 2 hours later. The city of Philadelphia is offering up to $20,000 in reward money for the arrest and conviction of the person responsible. All you have to do is call the Citizens Crime Commission at 215-546-TIPS. All calls will remain anonymous.
When he arrives, he realizes he doesn't have his phone, so he searches the car but can't find anything. Skinny knew that he messed up, and he was hoping that police would not find the phone. But what he failed to realize is that Philly has cameras everywhere and the car's plates were on. Because of this, police found that the car was registered to Abdul West at the OHB Mansion address. Police were excited and they figured that they had finally got him. So just the next day, the OHB mansion was raided, but when police arrived, no one was home, which was very unusual for the mansion. During the raid, they found $87,000 in cash and all kinds of illicit items. However, in Pennsylvania, you can't raid someone for one crime and then use the findings to charge them with something else. So no one was charged for anything, and police were unsure of who did this to Sherman Williams. However, Skinny's decision still had some serious implications, as the police now knew what AR Ab had going on. So after the raid, they began following him and tracking his every move, even allowing him to commit crimes. The raid should have been a huge wake-up call for Ab, but he was either slow or he didn't even care about the consequences. It's almost like he took Philadelphia police as a joke, especially after this next move. After Skinny's incident, Ab decided to reward him by introducing him to the world on a major hip-hop channel.
Y'all know who he is. This is my little brother, Skinny
Notorious.
Me. The notorious Skinny Me. That boy about 130 pounds of horror. I know this for a fact, man. And guess what? This is what I like about Skinny Me. This is what I like about Skinny Me music, man. It's just raw. And it's like reality rap. Mafia. Skinny Me will go through a situation, and guess what? It's gonna be in a song. He's gonna make a song about it the same day. So I know that's why I feel it.
Skinny Me look like he on a pill right now. And you know, a lot of these dudes who be doing these killers and stuff like that, bro, they be heavy into the drugs because a lot of them really can't live soberly with what they've done. You know what I'm saying? Taking life ain't nothing light. I don't care who you are, bro, unless you just are void of certain things that make you a normal human being. It's not normal to take life and just have no emotional, spiritual, physical response to it, brother. It's like the ultimate taboo. You know what I'm saying? It's the one thing that unless like pushed up against a wall or absolutely provoked, you're not supposed to do, gang. And these dudes make life taking sound like it's just an everyday thing. Like, you know, I went to the store, I got me some nail laters, came outside, splacked the dude, went inside, had sex with a woman. That's just a normal day over here. Like, nah, that's just not some normal stuff, brother. It's not. A lot of these dudes need therapy, but, you know, hey, this is the life they chose, so you gotta live with it. And Skinny Me is living life plus 25 years right now, and AR Ab is on some similar stuff. Like, hey, man.
So much, I know it. When he said I killed the and I did that, I seen him do it. I seen him do it.
I seen him do it.
When he said somebody try to drop on me, not wrestle me out for the game.
Yo, dog.
And I
this
seen
is
him
crazy,
do it.
bro.
I know he did it for a fact. I believe we're gonna make millions of dollars off the Skinny Me.
Fucking money, original black hustlers.
And one of the newest members, but most vital member, key member. He's from Ohio.
This was not a smart move, but Skinny Me was eating it all up. Although he wasn't originally from Philly, he was becoming a star in their streets. His rap career was also taking off because people now knew that he was living his raps. But on the other hand, Philadelphia police were all over him as he became their new target. OHB had the streets on lock, and AR-AB would keep making boneheaded decisions. Instead of focusing on covering his tracks, his main concern was eliminating competition in the streets. In particular, he was upset with a former friend who was now selling in the same North Philly market. This would be a man named Robert Johnson, a young homie of AB who used to hustle for him back in 2011. During this time, Robert was arrested and sentenced to 7 years in prison, all allegedly behind OBH. Once he was released, he wanted no parts of the streets, so he took a completely different route. He was taking classes to become a personal trainer and was trying his best to stay out of trouble. However, life as a convicted felon is hard, and it's believed that he began hustling again in North Philly, but this time without AR-AB. Once Abdul found out, he was pissed, as he was a self-proclaimed extortionist. He needed to be in control of everyone, and he used fear to get his way. However,
this is giving me hardcore Alpo vibes, man. Maybe I'll do like a comparison video between these two.
Robert Johnson was no longer going for this, and AR-AB was livid. No one had ever stood up to him like this, like who would go against Philly's top goon. In the old days, AB would have handled this himself, but now he had guys to call on. Skinny was laying low after his recent incident, so AB called on a brand new member. This would be a man named Dantes Stewart, also known as Taz. Taz was a hustler for another gang in Philly, but he had recently fallen out with them. And after the fallout, he befriended OBH Dark Low and inquired on being an OBH hustler himself. He told him that he's down bad and willing to do anything to get money with OBH. Low knew that AB was willing to accept any new members, so he brought him to his house. There, Taz and AB discussed potentially joining OBH and what that would entail. He pretty much said, "You have to do anything I tell you, whether that's stepping on rivals or selling whatever." Taz agreed and told him he'd do Well, this is the guy that AB called to eliminate Robert Johnson. And that takes us to October 12th, 2017. Ooh, hey. It's a month after the raid and AR-AB is back at the mansion.
Hey, these beat swamp stories be using as fire. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sitting here head bobbing and shit.
With some fellow members. At 12:30 p.m., he calls Taz and tells him to come to the mansion ASAP. So Taz immediately pulls up and sits down with AB. AB shows him a picture of Robert Johnson and tells him to follow instructions. He tells him to go on Instagram and to DM Robert to make a deal. He then tells him that when they meet up, he needs to eliminate him. Taz only joined OBH for money, so he really doesn't want to do this. So he makes up an excuse and tells AB that he doesn't have an Instagram. AB believes he's being honest, so he comes up with a solution. He tells him to call his baby mama and have her come over to the mansion. When she arrives, he asks for her phone and hands it over to Taz. From his baby mama's account, he tells him to DM Robert and tell him who he is. He tells him to tell Robert that he heard he moves weight and he wants to buy some. Once Robert responds, he tells him to exchange phone numbers, and now they're locked in. At this point, Taz has no excuses and he has to do it. So Taz and Robert agree to meet up later in the day. Taz really doesn't want to do this. Regardless, at 8 p.m., Taz meets up with Robert to complete the job. So Taz gets out of his car and walks up to Robert's window. He reaches for his waistband, but he can't get himself to do it. So instead, he simply makes the transaction and shakes Robert's hand. He then returns to the OBH mansion, not sure what to expect.
You should have got out of there, dude. He should have known that the second he wasn't able to do that, I need to skip town because they probably gonna kill me for not doing this. Like, even I could have... I haven't seen this, y'all. I've never seen this. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee I've seen enough gangster movies to know what happens when you don't do what the top dog tells you what to do.
He tells AB that he simply couldn't get himself to do it. AB is pissed, so he slaps the table and says, "What? Why?" So Taz tells him that he simply has no idea why he's doing it. Ab responds by saying that Robert is playing both sides of the fence and it can't continue. This response doesn't satisfy Taz, so Ab decides to throw in a perk. He tells him that if you do this, I'll make sure you're straight. No further details are discussed, as this was all Taz needed to hear.
Oh, he didn't kill him?
Attempt number 2. October 14th, 2017. Taz texts Robert and tells him that he needs to re-up. Robert responds and tells him that he's busy at the club and he can't meet up until after 2 a.m. So the two agree to meet up in the parking lot outside the club after he's done. In the meantime, Taz begins to ponder his decision, so he calls up a fellow member for reassurance. The member, whose name is OBH Birdo, is ecstatic and he actually volunteers to go with him. So at 2 a.m., Taz hops in his car, picks up Birdo, and they head to the club parking lot. That's where they wait until 3:30 a.m. when Robert finally leaves the club. They text him to meet them in the parking lot and that they'll get out of the car when he arrives. So Robert walks towards their car, and that's when Taz hops out. He hops back in his car, speeds away, and heads directly to Birdo's. When he arrives, he hands his blower to Birdo and tells him to put it in a shoebox in his closet. Birdo's confused and says, "Why don't you just go throw it away?" Taz responds by saying, "I'm gonna come back to pick it up in 2 weeks, don't even worry about it." This doesn't make any sense, but I'll continue. When Taz gets home, he texts Ab and says touchdown. He then puts his phone away and goes to sleep. When Taz wakes up, he notices that Ab liked the message and is directing him to go to Braz's house. Braz is an OG OHB member who's in charge of one of the stash houses. So Taz goes to his house excited to receive a huge cash reward, or at least that's what he was expecting. When he arrives to Braz's house, he's handed a duffel bag full of product to sell. As he's driving away, he realizes that there's no cash in the bag. This can't possibly be it, right? But no, there was no reward at all, just a bunch of new product for Taz to go sell. Taz wasn't happy to say the least, but there's nothing you can do when you're dealing with a guy like AR Ab. Well, 2 weeks go by and Taz returns to Birdo's to pick up his gun like he promised. He didn't feel safe on the streets without it, and AR Ab didn't supply him with a new one. So Taz was now riding around with evidence of a first-degree homicide on his waistband. As you would expect, this would not go well. November 11th, 2017. While speeding through North Philly, Taz is pulled over by Philadelphia police. For whatever reason, Taz consents to a search and police look through his car. They find his blower under the seat, which is a misdemeanor in the state of Pennsylvania. In Taz's mind, he might have to do a couple months, but it's not that serious. However, after searching the serial number, police find out that it's stolen, and they also match it to the incident of Robert Johnson. And just like that, Taz is arrested for first-degree homicide. Once Ab gets the news, he shrugs his shoulders and pretty much accepts that Taz is gone for life. And because the evidence is overwhelming, he figures that paying for his lawyer is a waste of money. This was a cold move by Ab, and also a dumb one as well.
You basically showed him, nigga, I don't give a damn about you. So why wouldn't he snitch you out after that, fool? The least you could do is pay for his lawyer. You told him to catch a body for you and he did. AR Ab deserved to be in prison where he at, dog. I don't care. Stupid criminals deserve to be where stupider criminals go. To prison. You lucky you ain't dead. This fool is stupid.
As you would expect, Taz felt betrayed. Like, I put my freedom on the line for you and you didn't even pay me nor pay for my lawyer. The street codes are one thing, but you can't betray somebody like this and expect them to be in your good graces. So from behind bars, Taz would get his revenge, but we're not quite there yet. After this, OBH moved on like nothing had happened. They kept getting money and AR Ab kept incriminating them on social media. In fact, one of his viral videos would finally catch up to him.
I seen him do it! I seen him do
Yep, after this video, Skinny Me became Philadelphia police's #1 target. Prior to the video, they didn't even know who he was, given that he was originally from Ohio. So the investigation went like this. They went through the phone that was left on the scene, and all they saw was a bunch of selfies of Skinny Me. But they didn't recognize the man in the picture, and on top of this, the phone was a prepaid that wasn't registered to anyone. But once they saw the video on YouTube, they put the faces together.
Yo.
I've seen him do it.
Literally doing the police's job for them. Even though he dropped his phone at the scene, they didn't have anything to link it to him. You know how mad I would be if I was Skinny Me? You know how mad I would be at this Teletubby bad Bill boy? I would be so mad at this fool. Yo.
And that was all it took to get him indicted. On September 13th, 2018, police issued an arrest warrant for Abbas Parker, also known as Skinny Me. And once the news broke, Skinny Me responded in the most OHB way possible.
Listen, I'm on the Steaks right now for like a murder. You know what I'm saying? Like for a murder. When they hate you, they frame you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, in due time, like I'm still gonna be giving a record count. I'm still.
I can tell in his body language he's extremely nervous in this video.
I'm putting on for the cool kids. Cause I ain't gonna start recording. Innocent. I'm just gonna run cause I'm scared to death.
Yeah.
The police, they don't tell me what they do. I'm scared to death from the court system. They don't tell me what they do. When you're innocent, they stole it just to blew you out. They hate you, they frame you. When they hate you, they frame you. Remember that, man. Listen how this nigga, notorious Skinny Me.
Ain't nobody frame you.
2 weeks after the viral clip, Skinny Me was arrested during a raid. And during the arrest, he kept the same energy that he had in the video and in the streets.
And this account, and I'm going to 50 grand strong. Hey, yo, let everybody know, huh? Just let everybody know. I got you, bro. Let everybody know, huh?
All right, bro.
Let everybody know, huh? I'm the realest living. I just happen to rap, man. That's it, man. Videos, my brother. I ain't listening, man. I'm $1 million, man.
Trill Pimp Squad for life.
I ain't doing none of that. And I was growing dreads on these. Don't mind my hair. I wanted everybody to see me come out and swag. Hey, yo, just let everybody know, huh?
Skinny Me was truly something else. Well, this was a major blow to OBH
My
because
boy
their two
Skinny Me.
biggest steppers were now gone. And this also meant that there was a huge liability for OBH to get told on. So you'd imagine that Ab would be in panic mode, but this wasn't the case at all. In fact, during this period, Boogie made 6 trips from LA to Philly as ordered by Ab. Little did Abdul know his phone was being tapped by the feds. And finally, they had everything they needed to take down OBH and Philly's top goon. On October 19, 2018, 9 OBH members were arrested for distributing everything under the sun. All 4 of Abdul's properties were raided, Team Transportation LLC was seized, and this was the end of OBH for a long time. Every single member in the indictment was facing up to 15 years. However, neither of the violent incidents were tied to AR-AB or OBH at all, and this was a major blessing for Ab. His maximum sentence was 12 years, and thank goodness he ducked the big ones. Or at least for the meantime. Police knew that Ab was tied to the Skinny Me and Taz incidents, however they couldn't prove it. So they decided to approach the 2 members and offer them reduced time if they could give up information. First they approached Skinny and offered to reduce his charge.
You know Skinny ain't telling. If nothing else, Skinny seemed like a solid street dude.
To manslaughter, but he decided to not give up information. All he had to say was that Ab had something to do with it, and then his charges would pretty much vanish. But Skinny Me was loyal to the bone, and because of this, he was sentenced to 25 years to life. However, his...
Hey man, look. I respect that. Look, if you gonna do it, if you out here if you actually sliding and you commit to that life and you claim you're gonna be loyal and you do what you do and you a real street dude, then hey bro, you gotta take it all the way. Don't try to tell out the next man because you got hemmed up and you got caught. Nah, if you was actually out there sliding and doing what you do and you know it, Take your charges, homie. Don't do that. Now, I also feel like if you wasn't the one that slid that night, right? Like if you got caught up for a body that you know you didn't do, and you know that you about to serve life for that, it's incumbent on the person who did it to come forward. Like, yo, like I don't feel like anybody should be taking a body for nobody else. We all gonna take our own bodies, okay? If we riding in the car and I got some green in my pocket and everybody else ain't got nothing on them, we get pulled over. Cop search me. Hey, whose green is this? This is mine. I'm taking ownership of my shit. You know what I'm saying? This is mine. Now, if you riding around with dudes who try to slide their stuff under your back seat, and when the cops come and question everybody, they don't want to take theirs, I feel like it's not snitching if you bust him out right. Nah, that's his. Because number one, why you sliding this under my back seat? You know what I'm saying? Why you trying? Nah, homie, we ain't doing none of that. I don't. That's why I'm not a street nigga. I'm a hood nigga, not a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? I does mine on the sidewalk. You dig? Don't come on this sidewalk, I'll bust your ass though. You did.
Case is currently up for appeal due to police misconduct. According to lawyers, police completely disregarded a witness who gave a description that looked nothing like Skinny Me. And to be fair, Skinny Me said that he was being framed from the jump.
They hate you, they frame you. When they hate you, they frame you. Remember that.
Only time will tell. Do you guys think that Skinny Me will return to the streets? Well, after Skinny refused to cooperate, police went to their second best option. Little did they know this guy was willing to tell everything since day one. When Taz was arrested, he knew that he stood no chance with a public defender, so he simply decided to plead guilty. However, while he was awaiting sentencing, he was also indicted in the OBH takedown. Due to phone records, he was accused of simply selling for AR-AB. This was a federal RICO case and had nothing to do with his state case. So when the feds approached Taz, there really wasn't anything they could offer him. Yes, they could drop his RICO, but he's already being sentenced to life for homicide in another case. However, he was so angry at AB for not paying him or supplying him with a lawyer that he was willing to take him down for nothing. So on October 17th, 2019, Taz began telling prosecutors everything. No, like literally the second they sat down, he began telling them everything from the start. Like he was even giving them information that they didn't even ask for. For example, he gave them the addresses of all of AB's stash houses, which they had already raided. He then told them about all of the OBH members who had already been arrested. And after 2.5 hours of yapping, he finally gave them the information they needed. He told them that on October 12th, AB had ordered him to take out Robert Johnson. Wow, this was a cold move, but it gets even colder. For whatever reason, he told them that OBH Birdo volunteered to go on the hit and that he stashed his blower at his house for 2 weeks. This was a sorry move, especially because Birdo had done nothing wrong to him. He was lucky to be one of the only members to duck the indictment, but now he was wanted for accessory to murder.
Dang.
And Taz's snitching would not end here. He told the prosecutors that OBH Braz was the one who handed him the duffel bag as a reward for his actions. Again, another member who did absolutely nothing wrong to him. Now, OBH Braz was added to the indictment as well. This is what you call next level snitching. So because of Taz 9, AR-AB was now facing murder and conspiracy to murder as well. He pretty much told on everyone in OHB except for one member. If you can remember, Dark Low was his original friend and the one who brought him to the crew. And I think this is the reason he spared him from his ratatouille. So while all of his friends and family were facing decades, Dark Low was at home trying to lay low. Well, once the news broke that Taz was snitching, Dark Low was sick. He couldn't fathom why he would do this, but he also felt kind of guilty as he was the one who brought him around. So Dark Low was pissed and he decided to send a letter to Taz in jail. In the letter, he asked him why he snitched and if he was an informant from the jump. This is all good and dandy, but the second half of the letter would be another dumb OBH decision. Low tells him to recant his statements and to take his time like a man. He then threatens him by saying that if you testify in AB's case, your life in prison will be hell. Writing this on paper to a guy who just snitched on all of your friends is not the smartest thing to do.
Plus, prison guards read everything coming in and out of there. Like, nigga, you ain't.
As you would expect, Taz9 turned this into prosecutors, and Dark Low was now wanted for felony witness intimidation. In the end, Dark Low was sentenced to 7.5 years in federal prison because of this one little letter. And even for a very little award, Taz decided to testify against Ab in his case. This resulted in a sentence of 45 years to life, pretty much guaranteeing AR Ab will never be back home. Even though he was snitched on, he can really only blame himself for the situation. He decided to have a man that he just met go step for him, and then he didn't pay for his lawyer or compensate him. Oh, and all of the self-snitching is something that I don't think we've ever seen on this channel. The fact that it took Philadelphia all these years to take him down is really disappointing. Also, get this, Taz is currently serving 25 years to life, so all that snitching did nothing for him. He got the same exact sentence as Skinny Me, who decided not to testify. Overall, Abdul West has to be one of the dumbest criminals in American history, right?
Not gonna lie though, I don't blame Taz for snitching. Like, homie, you wasn't gonna give me no lawyer, no nothing. Like, yeah, I'm probably gonna snitch on you. Yeah, you ain't just gonna be out here living life. Nah, homie, you gonna be in here with me. That was wild, man. We gonna switch gears real quick. Matter of fact, what we got? What time is it? It's 2. Yeah. I've been down the whole Gideon rabbit hole, man, watching them catch those dudes trying to meet younger peoples and stuff. That stuff is crazy, just how often and how many of those dudes he be catching, man. What we got? Yeah. DR. Yo, burglary suspect shot at the charges. No, I don't need to watch nothing that's gonna bring my channel down real quick. Matter of fact, this is what we gonna do. We're gonna take a pause for the cause. Hold on. Cause I gotta pee like a mofo. Ooh. Unplug that real quick. I'm waiting on this daggone package, man. I got a new soundboard, you know what I'm saying? I got a projector. I don't ever since I got a projector, y'all, I don't do TVs no more. You know what I'm saying? I do the projector, but I be doing my outdoor movie nights, and my projector's pretty loud, like, you know, if we in the house and stuff, but I needed me a sound bar so I can do my outdoor movie nights, and, you know, it'd be louder for outside, you know what I'm saying? People be pulling up in trucks and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But yeah, I'll project it like on the side of the house outside, and shoot, it'd be people walking through the neighborhood. Man, y'all niggas out here watching Harry Potter? Yeah, nigga, we out here watching Harry Potter. And you can pull up too, you know. Just bring you a case of beer or something to smoke on, you know what I'm saying? Don't pull up for the free, you gotta pull up for the fee. But yeah, man, I'm gonna pee real quick, and then we're gonna get into something else. Hold on. I'll let y'all watch this goofy ass. See what I gotta deal with. Goofy. What up, dude? Oh. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Oh. Came back. All right. What time is it? 2:25. I might end this live, go grab something to eat real quick, and then come back and start another live, man. Cause I ain't ate yet today. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's hungry. I ain't gonna lie. Your boy's hungry as hell. So I might dip out real quick and then come back. Yeah, this might be what we do. So yeah, I'm gonna dip out real quick. I'm gonna go grab me something to eat, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna get into something else, man. I ain't doing nothing else really today, so you know what I'm saying? We got all day to kick it and chop it up and, you know, do our thug dizzy. But yeah, I'll be right back, man. Y'all stay live. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all tapping in, by the way. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out, and stay tuned, because I'm gonna come